Just like sharpening a sword, an edge is made by removing what doesn't work. You remove the metal that does not cut, and it ends up creating a tool that can slice. In trading, the tool that you build is a sword, and the sword is built from knowledge. The size, shape, and everything about the sword is based on your knowledge and skill. Now, knowledge and skill builds the base of the sword and shows what the sword looks like, what the tool is. But the trading sword is only sharpened through perception. The person's perception is what makes or breaks the execution. Execution is the number one thing that's needed to even take a risk to make or lose money. So that's the number one thing that people need to do is take action. But the number one thing that's tied to taking action with execution is your perspective. If you see something as a bear or if you see something as a bull. Because at the same time, no matter where you are in the markets, there's people that are on the opposite side of you. Is it big money? Is it small money? So knowledge creates the blade structure. Perception creates the edge. So in my attempt of making these videos is to structure and smith your blade. Only you can swing it and sharpen it perfectly. Otherwise, you're swinging a dull blade at opportunities that will never slice. So perspective is not transferable through teaching. I can tell you everything, but it's still up to you to lose and win. Since perspective is not transferable through teaching, and perspective is the key to the markets, 90% of people end up losing money because they try to just add more knowledge and more skill and end up getting a clunky sword instead of taking what doesn't work and removing it. I know 0DTE trading doesn't work for me. I know some type of other trading doesn't work for me. So I cut that out of my trading and end up sharpening my sword. Every time I cut something out that doesn't work, it sharpens my blade. So how do you gain a perspective? You have to be real with yourself. This is the most important thing probably in the whole video. Because the person who ends up being a successful trader quicker than the other ends up being realer with themselves quicker. The person who's real with themselves understands that 90% lose because perspective is not transferable. So they understand that they should consider the chain of events that unfolds when they look at a trade and say, I'm not special. I see this as bearish. If it's truly bearish, is big money already sold? Because retail obviously sees this, right? Consider the chain of events that unfolds mentally when you perceive the markets. Enter the shoes of all market participants, including the counterparty on your trade. Is it a market maker taking the opposite side? Is it big money taking the opposite side? Because if it's big money, you're screwed, all right? Enter the shoes of all different market participants and perceive like each of them. Is this a retail? Is this big money? How can you perceive differently? I see the patterns bearish, but someone that's seeing it 2 steps ahead might be getting ready to buy. That's what I mean about market perception. So through the trial and error of what you do, when you win and when you lose, you're going to sharpen your blade's edge. But let me tell you something. Many people are never going to change their perception until they lose all their money. Many people think what they do is right or just go on the streak. Then they lose all their money and they finally take a step back and say, oh, I learned something. I'm going to stop doing, and then they sharpen their blade for the first time. See, things can be dangerous in trading if you're not real with yourself. If you're losing a lot of money, maybe it doesn't work. I'm not saying jump from strategy to strategy because you shouldn't do that. Like I said, you should always try to sharpen the blade. But see what doesn't work and what does and remove it. That way you can become a master trader. So through the trial and error of what you do, you will sharpen your blade's edge and be able to slice through opportunities efficiently instead of with a dull blade like a rookie might have. And you will perceive real opportunity more accurately. You'll have more tools under your belt that slice. This also confirms that the tool structure that's formed by knowledge is useless in the hands of the master swordsman, because the master swordsman knows that perception is the edge. So even if a rookie has a great tool, it's not sharp. Here's the board without me standing in front of it. If you learned something from this video, please like and subscribe. It means the world to me. Thank you.